we go.
All right, Pettis and Chiesa ready to go. Chiesa, the southpaw in black. Pettis out of the orthodox stance in white.
And there's the kick.
And that's not worrying about takedowns is what that is. That's him going back to his normal striking, saying, if you take me down off these kicks, I don't care, I'm gonna go back to jiu-jitsu. And right away, he's trying a submission. Let's see how he does with the giant Chiesa on top of him.
As Dominic mentioned, Pettis likes to work off of his back, very crafty with submissions from the bottom. Nearly had a triangle against Dustin Poirier in his last fight last November.
Yeah, he's holding on to the neck, but he's in half guard here, and now Chiesa's completely free on top of him. Massive pressure. Chiesa has tremendous top game, and he's got to hold the neck already. He's in an arm triangle position already. Not quite. Anthony was able to get his arm up in between the two of them, but you're seeing massive pressure and strength from Chiesa and technique. And he's trying to punch to create openings for submissions.
If there was ever a bad timing for a takedown, it was at the beginning of the fight for Anthony Pettis. But
look
now
at this.
We see the roles have switched. Pettis takes the back, and let's see what we can do here with Pettis.
Look out for the Kimura. Pettis has got to look out for that right arm. That's in a very bad position with an incredibly strong guy and no sweat. He's got to keep his hands together and not let Chiesa yank that thing up. Oh, man, that's not good. Look at that. Beautiful recovery. Oh!
Chiesa throws a lot of kicks, has a good jab as well. He's always going to be underrated as a striker because of what his game is rooted in, but he can use his jab to enter. Nice sign there for Pettis, 2 minutes in.
And what I love about this for Chiesa is he's got Pettis holding him against the fence. That's all Chiesa wants, is just to be holding Pettis. The second Pettis gets into free open space, Chiesa's going to try to get back here again immediately. So Chiesa's fighting the way he needs to, and Pettis is not.
Yeah, interesting that Pettis would choose to hang on here, especially when Chiesa wasn't holding on to him.
Needed the body from Chiesa, changes levels yet again here.
And this is what Chiesa does best. He just smothers you. He keeps going striking low, and then he goes back to a single leg, and he just hangs on you. It's just nasty.
Power takedown for Chiesa.
Pettis goes straight for the triangle. That's one of his best submissions. And one of the things that Chiesa mentioned is that posture is going to be key. And right here, you're seeing the posture that he's using.
Look out for the arm. And Chiesa doing a great job of avoiding submission attempts and keeping that weight and pressure on Pettis.
Chiesa has taken down 10 of his 11 UFC opponents now.
Oh, look at that.
Chiesa smiles through it. A couple minutes ago, you saw a big wince out of Chiesa when Pettis foot stomped that right foot. Not sure if there was a pre-existing injury there, but big wince out of Chiesa.
Now this is Anthony Pettis' range right here. You got to keep that range, keep that distance, and get off something that's going to punish Chiesa.
He said striking is going to be his wrestling defense in this fight, so let's see it. He needs to start throwing.
Pettis felt like the extra training back-to-back camps from April into this one would be huge for him tonight.
There's a nice leg kick, a lot of power behind that. And that's the left side, which is really his power side. And there's another one, outstanding. Hard leg kicks.
Third straight southpaw opponent for Showtime Pettis, who showed the southpaw look to Chiesa a moment ago.
There's a nice right hand from Pettis. And this is his distance. This is his range. This is where he wants his fight to take place.
Pettis loads up on a right hand here.
Yeah, but get out of there.
Right. So a couple takedowns on 5 attempts for Chiesa, but some good work from Pettis. Oh, just misses on the spinning attack there. And that closes the book on round one. There's heat here. These guys do not like each other. How'd that?
Catch your breath, man. Using a lot of adrenaline right now. Just relax. Settle in. You don't have to force anything.
Yeah. Okay. And here we see some takedowns from Michael Chiesa. And here's another trip. And here's the end of the round. Their feet got tangled here. You see Pettis steps on Chiesa's foot, and that's what led to him falling down.
Oh, beautiful body kick for Showtime.
Oh, he tagged him. He hurt him bad. Oh.
Pettis following up with a knee.
Pettis looking for the choke. He doesn't have it, though. He's got to adjust and get it deeper under the neck. He had to let it go. And that's a big risk by jumping on a guillotine with a guy like Chiesa on top of you.
It's a risk, but it's one of those things that Pettis talked about doing. He said, I have to keep going for the submission. It's what I do. And now here he is again attacking.
Oh, he's adjusting his triangle. That is tight.
That is super tight.
And he's got an arm, too.
There,
he's got it. He got it.
Showtime is back. Anthony Showtime Pettis submits Michael Chiesa.
Outstanding. That is a huge, huge win for Anthony Pettis. And it goes back to exactly what he was saying, to forget about his wrestling and try to submit guys off his back. Don't worry about being taken down. Worry about your submissions off your back.
That looked like the WEC Pettis that I remember. That looked like the guy that I saw winning titles in the WEC, and it's exciting to see this man come back like that.
And submitting a guy like Michael Chiesa is just absolutely massive.
Well, Duke Rufus, Scott Cushman, and crew wanted Pettis to get back to basics. Certainly did that tonight and then some.
And it didn't work on me. It didn't work on me. Although, here we go. Right hand down the middle, just clips him. Next thing you know, he follows it up, goes straight to the guillotine here. It was a good try, and then he's able to throw up this triangle. Once he pulls down on that ankle, and he starts cinching and breaking down the posture of Chiesa, then he grabs that leg. That stops any kind of defense from Chiesa, and that locks in that triangle, makes it so tight. Then he switches, he's got the arm too. That was the end, that's all she wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 52 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a triangle armbar, Anthony Showtime Pettis.